What a week, eh? What a week. While we wait and see if some people are going to jump on today, I just wanted to do a little bit of housework before we get started. So if I had a pen, I'd write down the timestamp for when the reading actually starts. But I just want to do a little bit of housework, just to clear up the energies a little bit. Last week was a really, really massive week energetically, and I'm sure a lot of you can probably relate or understand or take note of, whether you were physically feeling unwell, whether you had a little bit of struggle with your mental health or your emotional health or whatever was happening to you. A lot of baskets were stirred. Hey, Huda. Good morning, Tina. So there's been a lot going on for everybody, and I honestly, hand on heart, can empathize. Good morning, bestie. How are you, Kimmy? Good morning, Denise. So, good morning, Mary. And I'm always yelling. So there's been a lot going on energetically. You will hear it across the board that it's Mercury retrograde, it's karmic cleanup. A lot of people are coming into the karmic rewards, and if that's you and you've let me know of all the juicy stuff that's coming to you, sweet as a nut. But there's a lot of people also that are just starting to experience their karmic debts. So it's just as important to keep your energy elevated and high and send love and light to those who are going through a hard time. I know it's really hard. I did shed a short about forgiveness and stuff, and that stirred up a lot of I'm not forgiven, and all this sort of stuff, which is understandable because these are big emotions, big thoughts, big experiences that a lot of people are trying to process at the moment. And it's really important that, take care of yourself first and foremost, but also show love and kindness to those that are waking up, so to speak, and maybe not be going through such a good time right now. Good morning, Rosalie. Good to see you, sweetie. I have to make this kind of quick today because I do have a session at 11. So, So in saying all that, please know that my love and my empathy and my unconditional, no judgmental energy is always being sent out to you guys. But I also would like to just take a minute to set some vibrational boundaries when it comes to connecting with me as your reader. First things first is for anybody, all my regulars, my bank account has changed. So I've set up a new banking system and all that sort of stuff. So if you are someone that books privately with me and you pay directly into my business account, please know that those details have changed. It doesn't matter if you don't get the memo or you don't see the post that I will share later and all that sort of stuff, because the other one's still active, but I'm merging that into a new one. So just keep that in mind if you usually do pay for your service through my bank account, because my bank, I've actually changed accounts. So keep that in mind. And another thing too, yes, last week, don't take this personally, but I do, because of what I do, I'm a very busy person. So I'm not just doing the lives and the social media content and stuff like that, which obviously takes my time and energy. I'm also got private clients that I see regularly, and I've also do work for Psychic TV Australia. So I am only one person. I'm a single mum. I do have obligations behind the scenes and all that sort of stuff, but please just go and check my website. If there's an availability on my website and I can fulfill that, either book it straight away and secure your session that way, sorry, they're telling me something already. Book it directly through my website, which is misspsychicd.com.au. Book it straight through there. If it's there, it's typically available. The only time it's not available is if I'm at home and I'm available, so to speak, and something comes up, like one of my family members needs me, or hello Shelley, so good to see ya. Because I do have a life behind the scenes. So if something suddenly comes up and that doesn't go ahead, which is often very rarely, but it's life and it happens, then obviously we have to work something else out. But if you make a booking for a certain time, it has to be for that time, because I work my life around that. So I'll take full responsibility for the fact that, 3 months ago, I was in a position that if someone needed me straight away and I was just working behind the scenes on other things and I could fulfill that booking, then I would just do it, because why not, and all that sort of stuff. But my life has changed a lot. The energy's changed. I'm really, really busy, and it's not, I can't just be on the speed dial for everybody at the moment. So please just respect that there's that aspect of me as well. There was half a dozen people last week, and like I said, I'm not trying to throw blame or shame or whatever, because I manifested it. You teach people how to treat you. So I was in a position back in the day that if there's an emergency on your end and I was available, I fulfilled that for you. But I just want to give you a heads up that that's not the case for me anymore. I'm branching out into different areas and I have other commitments and all that sort of stuff. And, I just can't do that anymore. So I just wanted to set that up. So, because my work phone, I ended up having to turn my work phone off because I was being absolutely inundated with people. And I get you, because it was a very turbulent week last week and everyone wanted to be soothed. Anxiety was high and all that sort of stuff. But I was absolutely inundated with messages and calls and stuff like that, because people just needed me like stats. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind from now on. So nothing you did wrong. I manifested it. But we are in a new timeline, so to speak. We are coming out. We are heading into recovery. I pulled some chakra cards before I jumped on because I've got a reading at 11, so I have to do this quickly today. But so new bank account number, and memberships are gone from this channel now. They're gone now. They removed it, so that's for 90 days or whatever, but I'm working on other things, so don't worry about that. And just if you see an availability on my website, take it on my website. If you don't want to book online, but you do see an availability, then message me and we can do a direct bank transfer to secure your session, but I need to have the payment before your booking goes ahead. I got caught out a couple of times last week too, where people didn't pay for their service, and they sort of took my kindness for weakness. So anyway, so that's that. Yes, I can only do what I can. I just had to settle the energy because I know it wasn't intentional, but we've got to create boundaries. Hey Georgie, how are you, darling? Queenly duties take time and energy. A lot of it. So my biggest thing for last week, and I don't know whether you guys have what you're going through, what you're coming out of, the level of awareness. I had a lot of awareness last week, and my main thing that got me, and I had to take some time out to process it, is kind of lack of respect. My family has always been raised with full respect. You respect others how you want to be respected and all that sort of stuff. And I was on the receiving end, and it is karmic. It's not saying that I disrespected someone and they're just disrespecting me, but because my allowance and my lack of boundaries and other things, that sort of allowed that little portal of energy for people to think that they can come into my home or come onto my platforms or take my services and stuff and disrespect that. So that's all it's about. There's nothing going wrong. I still love yous all and all that sort of stuff, but now's the time to start verbalizing your own boundaries. Disallow anyone who wants to disrespect you in any type of way. But that was the emotion, the disrespect, really ground my gears. That's what I processed last week. So you may have your own feeling or your own emotion or something that's come up for you. That's, hey, Wendy Knight. Hey, Michelle. Yeah. So people are still going to be processing emotions and stuff like that. I'm just a verbalizer. A verbalizer, if that's even a word. I'm a communicator. So, yeah, it is what it is. Don't ever feel bad about demanding the respect that you have worked so hard for and so rightfully deserve. People that don't understand that respect earns respect do not deserve the gift of your energy, period. Oh, thanks, Charlie. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And the hard part for me is that I knew these energies weren't trying to do that deliberately. You know what I mean? And it was just a lesson for me at the end of the day that, you know, maybe I do go above and beyond a little bit too much because I don't like to see anyone suffering or hurting or anything like that. But when it starts coming at a cost to me, then yeah, that's a bit of a different story. So, all right, what I'm going to do is get into it because we're going to make this as short as possible. Oh, before I started too, thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed. I'm now on 1111 subscribers, so go that for a Monday. I took a screenshot just before I jumped on. And 11:33, I just got on the timer. But I took a screenshot, so I'm now on 1111 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone, because if you subscribe and you like and you leave a comment and all that, you infuse energy into my channel. So anything that I channel or any messages I share, you can consider yourself part of that collective. I'm a lot different, and just another quick one. I'm a lot different to other readers. I'm not just reading tarot. I'm actually a conduit for spirit. I use all my 4 clairs. Spirit will give me blocks of thought. I do use the tarot and tools as a tool to get a storyline for you. These storylines will not suit and fit everybody else. It depends on where you are. Some of you, I won't be telling you anything you don't already know, and it's just confirmation. Some of you may want to go back and watch past videos because the guidance and the spirit-led wisdom may be in those videos for you. But I am an energy reader. An energy reader is very, very different to a actual tarot card reader. And I'm not poo-pooing tarot card readers. There's some brilliant tarot card readers, and I know quite a few. But for me, just so everyone knows that I'm reading your energy. And for this collective, I'm reading the collective consciousness energy. So it's my job on this earth to share spirit's wisdom and guidance and possible future prediction or possibility to help you shift your energy, whether this is through literal energy, whether this is through a new perspective, whether this is through some guidance or something to give you hope or optimism or something about. That's my job on this plane. What you do with this information is totally up to you. I only share what is for your highest good and for the highest good of all. But you are, at the end of the day, and I say this to all my private clients, and it doesn't matter who you go and see, you are the creator of your own reality, and you can change your energy every single day through your thoughts, your feelings, your inspired actions. It's not a cut and dry kind of case. So please just remember that. Anyway, so let's do this. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. How are you, darling? Basic rules for any relationship. Oh, you'd think so. You'd think so. But all we can do is live by it, embody it, and yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so I pulled out some chakra cards because we are still coming through this end of this cycle for a lot of people. So if you are going through emotional, mental sort of conflict right now, it's happening for a reason. It's not what happens to you. It is what it's what you do with it. So it's trying to show you something. It's trying to teach you something. And it's giving you a heads up on what may need to shift in your energy to help you move forward in some way. So, hello, Chris. Good to see ya. The chakra cards that I pulled out just to help me get my ball rolling, because I do read the current energy. So from 1444, 1014 in Australia. I'm from Australia. I'm not English. No, I'm Australian. Is we got the recovery. So we are heading into an energetic time of recovery. So this can be recovery from addiction, old lifestyle habits, anything like that. It can be recovering from the new level of awareness that you got from that old version of yourself, coming into the new version of yourself. But we are in a time of recovery. So there's going to be no quick fix when it comes to this type of energy. If you saw my post the other day, they just showed me my post the other day of the light that was coming in through the clouds, the light beams. There's a lot of healing that's actually happening across the planet right now. I know it's very hard for people to see because I'd rather watch the wars, the injustice, what the government's doing, what everybody else is doing, and feel their vibrations full of that sort of stuff. If that's you, this isn't going to relate to you. But if you are trying to see the light through the dark, if you are trying to heal anything that's lowering or lowering your vibration or anything like that, please know that the better you feel, the better things are going to get for you. So take that on board. What I love about it is that we got passion and abundance that's coming as well. So you'll always hear me say anyway, every single day, follow your passion. What are you passionate about? If you don't know what you're passionate about, that's part of your recovery. It's about recalibrating, regrouping, regathering yourself, claiming your energy as your own, topping your own self up first and foremost through this recovery, and by focusing on things that you're really passionate about. My friend Kim and I are actually starting a new thing. We'll share it with you later. But a lot of you may have heard of the 369 rule. We've started from scratch as from today, where you write 3 affirmations in the morning, 6 at lunchtime, and 9 at night, and we're going to do it for 30 days. I'm going to document it and share it with you later. So if you want to see what happens in that, that's maybe something that you can do. So through this recovery period, you may need to learn some new skills, some new strategies, new ways of doing things. Maybe you need to hang around different people. Maybe you have to get into different environments. I'd be surprised if stepping out of your comfort zone doesn't come out, but I feel like you may have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. So please know, and I've been seeing this come in, if you watched all my other lives and stuff, that there's, what does abundance look like for you? That's what's coming in for you. So that's a beautiful, I just heard cha-ching, cha-ching, ding, ding, ding. So I don't predict in games of chance, but some of you may actually win, whether this is lotto, whether this is games of chance, I call it. You know, bit of keno, bit of, you know. Yeah, because I'm literally hearing like casino sounds. So, yeah. We all do it, but it's no excuse, true. Oh, what I miss in what it can be blind spots, so true. Oh, look, I think that's the biggest thing for most people is they've got so much pride and they've got so much ego, they struggle to go into self and sort of go, well, I have to take acknowledgement. I may not agree that their perception is right or whatever, but, you know, taking ownership and accountability for your own life, it's always got to come back to that. Always got to come back to that. Now they're jumping out. Work through your fears. So there's a lot, like I say, you look at your own life when I tap into the collective energies and the possibilities that are coming in for all of you. But at the moment, through this time of recovery, don't be surprised if you do experience still the ebbs and the flows, which we call the triggers. So some people can be really harsh with their words. Some people can be really abrupt with their actions. It's kind of like a reactionary type energy, but the only person that you have control over is yourself right now. So make sure that if you feel like you're going to react to something, try to just soothe and calm yourself. If someone's acting or behaving or reacting towards you, try not to get into the fight of it and the to and fro of it or whatever. It's part of this recovery is about learning new ways to soothe and self-soothe yourself. Hopefully not through addiction or false happiness, as I call it. Artificial happiness, thank you. Artificial happiness. So work through your fears. We are in a time of recovery. The way that you can do that is to focus more so on your passion, because your energy is very precious. And you've only... unless you connect with source, like what light workers actually do, you'll know that your source energy is limitless. But in the physical world, It may feel like it's limited. So if you're still in that vibration and that knowing, you don't meditate, you don't ground yourself or do anything like that, just remember that you've only got, 12, 14 waking hours in your day. Try to use that linear time to focus on what you're passionate about, because you have some type of abundance coming in for you. A win-win outcome is forecast. I knew it. The balance is coming. The balance of the scales. If you're going through injustice right now, please know that justice is going to go in your favor. I know it's really hard to feel that when you're going through the pits of hell. I know, but it's really important that you hold on to your faith. Call this balance in. They just said answers are coming. So, this can be versions of self as well. So it's about balancing out the masculine and feminine. I know for myself, and I've been working on this for quite a while actually, but through the contrast of my own karmic cleanup, Spirit basically said over the weekend, they congratulated me for staying in my feminine as much as I could, because I'm very masculine. Very masculine. I'm the boss, because I've had so many people rely on me and all that sort of stuff. But that could be what's happening for you too, or maybe you're very feminine, where you are the loving, caring, nurturing, beautiful energy that you are, and you've just been nothing but taken advantage of, and you're starting to wake up to that. That could be possible as well, but it's going to be different for everybody. I'll come back and read your comments. I'll just keep on this train because, like I say, I've got to... Yeah, look at that. Your commitments are being tested. So whatever you do right now, tap into your faith system and surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine in your source, if that's what you believe in, because regardless, a win-win outcome and balance is coming in for you. It's what abundance looks like to you. It's what abundance looks like for you. But at the moment, through this recovery period, it's really important that you work through the fears that you have. If you need to seek external support for you to do this, please do that with a psychologist, psychiatrist, a counselor, a mentor, a coach, whatever it is. You may even just want to go to the library. You may have a self-acknowledgement that you've got something going on and you keep manifesting the same thing, the same people, the same experiences, and you want to work out what that is. You may want to go to the library and have a look read some books or something. Once again, it's about not believing that you can find the solution in the space of the problem. They're like magnets that just repel each other. You need to step out of the problem and go and search for a solution outside. Embody that, learn that and embody it, and then apply it to your life. So it's a process. Like I say, it's not just cut and dry. And attach yourself to nothing right now, because nothing is yet set in stone. So many people are changing at the moment. So many people are changing. They're changing their jobs. They're changing relationships. They're changing. There's so much change in the air. I get this a lot, mainly on the psychic lines. People ringing through, they're inquiring about the job, should they stay? They're inquiring about the relationship, should they stay? It's really hard to discern when you're actually active and in the thick of the energy of the contrast as to whether you hang in there or you let it go or you look for something else or anything like that. So if you do need to know something, obviously my website's down below. You can book in and get your own solutions with me, or contact me on the psychictvaustralia.com for those overseas. That's probably the best way. But attach yourself to nothing at the moment and really just continue using at least the next 7 days. No, I wouldn't even go 14. Nah. 7 days. 7 days, I'll get my tarot. Use the next 7 days, especially just to feather your own nest, to come back to self, to take acknowledgement and understand the fact that you are manifesting your experiences into your own reality. And it's not because you've done bad to receive bad. It's because you're at a vibrational level that is manifesting it. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like, because I teach through the code of my own example, all the new people, because when I was raped, when that happened to me and I got pregnant and had a child as a result and went through all the trauma attached to that, I said to Spirit, I'm a psychic. Why didn't you show me this coming? Why didn't I see this coming? And basically, a lot of people think that just because you're psychic that you know everything that's going to happen to you, but you don't, because you have your own life. you've got come here with your own contract that you have to live out. Then they also reassured me that it wasn't how my son come into this world. It was the fact that he chose me to be his guide. So that was a bit of a higher perspective that I didn't realize, that our children actually choose us and all that sort of stuff. But because I felt so abandoned, and I felt so rejected, and I felt so used and abused by people, and because I felt like, I felt really less than. My self-esteem, seriously, this is about 16 years ago. My son's 16 now, so 17 years ago. My self-esteem was at the bottom of my shoe, like literally at the bottom of my shoe. My vibration was, I'll just take what I can get. I'll just settle for anything. And then all of a sudden this person stepped into my life and I'm like, whoa, this dude, like, whoa, he's whining and he's dining and he's showing all this, he's giving me all this attention. And of course my ego just went, boom, oh, I am wanted, I am desired and all that. Turns out that this person was a psycho, had severe mental illness, become a stalker, and all that sort of stuff. And it's not that and eventually did what they did to me, but it wasn't that I wanted to have that situation happen. I manifested it because I felt so crappy within myself. I wish it could have happened in a different way, but once again, Spirit told me it's because my son chose me to be his guide. So it all makes sense to me now. It's hard to relay it because it is energy. You can't see energy. You know gravity's real, but you can't see energy. But I'm fully over that now. So I just share that because a lot of people do get really disgruntled as to why bad things happen to them, and they didn't do bad to anybody else, and and all this sort of stuff. But it's not the fact that you did bad to someone. Maybe you just tolerated something for too long. Maybe your self-esteem wasn't high enough. Maybe you had addiction ruling your life. There's so many reasons for so many different people. So anyway, let's get into the tarot, and let's get from this moment forth. I'm going to ask Spirit to give me and my beautiful community something that we can look forward to. A lot of psychics call them predictions, but I call them possibilities, because even though we predict it, if you put the energy work behind it, it comes true for you. If you don't, then I'm going to look like a fraud. Hey, kitty. Oh, really, BC? Sorry to hear that. Oh, good. Honestly, I have stories. I have stories that I could tell you from, yeah. That's why I'm so passionate, because I am someone that has gone through the pits of hell, so many different experiences, to the point that last year that I was diagnosed with CPTSD, and it's not that I wanted a diagnosis or whatever, but I actually found a lot of relief in knowing that I had so much stored up trauma that I wasn't aware of, because I wasn't avoidant. I used spirit and being of service to others and burning myself out as my coping tool. But that I had to change that like 12 months ago. So that's why I'm so passionate to get on and help people, because if you tell me your story, there's a bloody 9.99% chance that I've gone through it myself. So you don't only get empathy, but that's why I can't enable people either, Anyway, let's get into the tarot. I can talk to you all day. Let's get into the tarot. Yes, a lot of you are being encouraged right now to turn your energetic back to anything that is no longer in alignment with where you're going. It's really, really important. That's part of this recovery. This is why a lot of people are going to get confused. And I would love to touch on something just quickly. Be very mindful, if you're not fully educated when it comes to spirituality and energy and all that sort of stuff, be very careful of people talking excessively about the twin flame journey and what's some others? I can't think of it in reading mind, but that come up for me a lot. There's a lot going on. We are coming into a time energetically where we are going to start collaborating and co-creating with maybe some fresh, new, nice people. So that's very much true. But the twin flame and all that is just a title. It's just a title. I had to help a lady the other day because I could feel her energy. She said the twin flame journey is beating her up and all that sort of stuff. At the end of the day, they're all just titles. It's all energy. Everything is energy. Like attracts like at all times. It's not that someone's trying to do something to you. Maybe they are. Maybe, well, they probably are. But at the end of the day, that contrast is only showing you something about yourself that you need to either work on energetically. The twin flame journey, all the titles and that, I personally would remove yourself from that belief, if I'm being honest. So, because a lot of people are getting wound up, bound up, and tangled in toxic karmic energy. I use words that you understand. So karmic, it's karma's real. It's cause and effect. It's what goes out there comes back. So the word karma in itself is actually a true energy. But energy shifts and changes all the time. If you're in a twin flame journey, if you're in a karmic connection, it doesn't really matter. If you're not lining up mentally, spiritually, holistically, or whatever with anybody, and you're not aligned, it is what it is. So if you are believing this twin flame sort of journey storyline and all that sort of stuff, and you're holding off in the hopes that Bob, Jill, Jane, whoever is coming back, I should do a video on it. Yeah. Please know, at the end of the day, on a psychic level, for the best, for your highest good of your future timeline, you need to start turning your back on people, places, things that no longer are good for your highest good. And if you're stuck, let me, book in or something. I keep all my services as affordable as I can for you. We did get the Hermit card as well. I'm just going to be careful showing the cards because they shadow ban me. Honestly, if I was in your physical shoes, we never tell anybody what to do. We can guide you. I would spend this week really looking at yourself. Do some self-actualization. Try to get some support if you can. Spend some time by yourself. Try not to influence your energy too much. It's crazy world out there. There is a lot of chaos and there's a lot of conflict and all that sort of stuff. But the Hermit represents going back within and following your own internal light, just for a little bit. The reason why I say that is because not only do we have abundance coming in, but you've also got a high level of commitment coming in. You've got a contract coming in that's going to bring in stability and security. Whether that's in your job, whether you get engaged, whether you go into a full-blown connection and commitment with somebody, whether you're signing a new lease, whether you're just signing some important document. There's another thing that goes around. Don't sign contracts in this time. Don't do this in this time. Don't do that. So everyone's going, oh God, I had a lady say I got accepted for a house, but I heard this reader say that I shouldn't sign the contract because it's Mercury retrograde and something will go wrong. And oh no, and I'm going to sign the contract. Obviously, life is life, man. Dot your I's and cross your T's and read the bloody contract before you sign it. Of course. But don't use these false narratives as your reason not to move forward at the moment. Oh, I get so passionate about it. So, if anything, I would just show caution. If I was in your physical shoes, especially over the next week, because this is what I'm tailoring this reading for, just use caution. But you do have a contract coming in. There is abundance attached to it. What does abundance look like for you? This is going to be something that's going to relight your passion after a time of conflict and personal recovery. It's coming in. Some of you may start studying. Maybe you have to study or learn something new. They literally just said, if you're someone that is constantly inquiring on other people's behalves, you need to stop that too. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing right now. What matters is what you're doing. Because the more that you open yourself, your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, the more you open up your energy to receive right now, the most abundance is going to trickle in for you. I can feel it. I can see it. For those of you who don't know, I use my 4 clairs. So I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, and claircognizant. So I use all my clairs. It's coming in. There's love coming in for you. There's love coming in for you. If you are someone that knows that they're caught up in a love triangle, or the love interest that's in their life right now is unrequited, or it's not aligned or whatever, you need to release it. You need to release it. Come back to yourself. Ask yourself those important questions. Why am I hanging on to this? I've got a really powerful piece. My friend Kim I read it to her over the weekend. Because like I say, I do a lot of work in the public, especially on psychic TV. When I do their lives and stuff like that, there's... where do you start? Where do you start? But please know that the more you love yourself, the more that love's going to come in for you. A lot of you are holding on to hopes, dreams, desires of things from the past. I want to ask you right now, and this is a personal inquiry question for yourself. Look at your current situation, whether it's in your job, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your family. If you've got a contrasting dynamic, which means fighting, bickering, chaos, and the conflict and all that, and you're looking at that and you want to hold on to it, I would love for you to ask yourself right now, what are you going to miss? If you leave that behind, what are you going to miss exactly? What are you going to miss? Why are you holding on to it? Why are you giving it so much of your airtime and your free time? Why are you resisting this recovery period for yourself? Why is it so hard for you to come back into alignment with self and do what you're passionate about and what makes you feel abundant? Abundance doesn't always have to be money. You know, I find abundance in people who offer me equal energy exchange and time and energy. Learn your love languages. That'd be an awesome one as well. If people show me quality time, quality attention, focus and stuff, that's my version of abundance. Money to me is merely a byproduct of the way that I think and feel and the positive energy that I put out to the universe. So are all material possessions. So that's what I would do. If I was in your physical shoes, given this current energy and the fact that you do have maybe something more that you love, could be love of a career, love of a person, loving new friendships and new tribe members or whatever you want to call it, you do have a high level of commitment coming in. There's stability and security with this. I touched on this when I channeled with my friend Kim yesterday. It's gone now because when I'm channeling, it just comes out like lava. But basically, we are jumping energetic timelines, but there's no linear time in a timeline. It's all energy. So what I would love to encourage everybody to understand is that we're actually heading into a brand new cycle. A lot of people that I've been reading for are coming out of a 7 to 8 year cycle, and we are just about to embark so close to embark on another 7, 8 year cycle. So you have the gift of linear time right now to do this self-inquiry, look at your future self and go, am I going to put up with this shit for the next 7, 8 years? May not be with the same people, may not be at the same job, may not be, with the same friends or whatever, but you will manifest it in a different form. That's the law of attraction. That's what's going to happen. And I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want that to happen to you. But on a positive note, I need to let you know that at the moment, nothing's yet set in stone. So attach yourself to nothing. Try not to get into the chaos and the conflict of anything right now. Come back to self. Surrender any of your worries, concerns, and burdens to the divine, to spirit, to your ancestors, whoever you believe in that is in non-physical. They are so active right now. They are trying to help you. They're trying to connect with you by sending you signs and synchronicities. They're trying to get you in your dreams, all that sort of stuff. You need to work through your fears and your emotions right now so you can have this win-win outcome. It's coming in. The second half of the year, honestly, is going to be so much more hopeful. It's going to be so much more peaceful. It's going to be so many things. It's going to be a total contrast to how it's been for you maybe over the last 6 or 7 years. So, yeah. Look, victory! Victory and emotional offers coming in. It's coming in. It's going to come in a way that you're calling it in for yourself. But see how my energy just elevates. if you elevate through your thoughts into hope and expectancy and tap into those I am statements and do all that sort of stuff, rather than focus on the injustice, the lack, the scarcity, the worry, the disbelief and all that, and what everyone else is doing. You have an emotional offer come in. A lot of you are going to look like a bloody deer in the headlights, I'm telling you. You are not expecting this. You are going to be surprised. You're going to be delighted. It's going to be victorious for you. It's going to lead you into a high level of commitment of some sort, whether it's work, play, business, whatever it is. And it's a karmic reward for releasing anything that no longer serves you. Do not let anyone come in and try to persuade you or manipulate you or trick you or anything right now into anything that's not in alignment or conducive with you. Whatever you do. A lot of people say, like, because their clairvoyance are probably really activated, probably go, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. And that's because it's basically, if you say I knew that was going to happen, it's because you knew that you really didn't do the energy work to call in something better. Oh, better! Ace of Pentacles! Yay! Ace of Pentacles is the highest money card, matched with the abundance. How rich, how lucky do you feel, punk? Do you feel lucky when you put on your lotto ticket each week? A lot of people go, I'm so desperate for money, I'm just going to put the lotto on, and you won't win the lotto because you don't believe that you can win the lotto, But there's abundance coming in. Ace of Pentacles, baby, you can't get any better than that. What was the other one that jumped over? Knight of Wands, passionate new offers. You've got work offers coming in. You've got love offers coming in. You've just got new friends who want to come and socialize and mingle with you. A lot of you are coming in the time over the next 2 to 3 weeks where you're going to have to leave the past behind and take a leap of faith into something else. Oh, wrong ones. Just give me a couple more of these ones because this is good. This is good. So yeah, at the moment, there's worries, there's concerns, there's contrasts. I get it. It's happening to me too. But use your recovery time in the lineal. Use your time that's been gifted to you to focus on your passions. What does abundance look like for you? What am I projecting out to the universe? Take some ownership, take some acknowledgement that what you're experiencing in your current reality is a byproduct of what you've put into your energy in the past. Don't beat yourself up about what you did in the past or whatever. It's all a lesson. It's all a lesson. Hi, Wendy. Hey, Johnny, I didn't see you check in there. It's all a lesson. You've been given the gift to be able to transmute that right now. Big offers coming in here. You're either going to go into victim mode and poor me and everything's happened to me and all this sort of stuff. There's not much we can do about that energy. Or you're going to say, hey, I deserve better. I might actually entertain what Miss Psychic D and Spirit are saying here. Might go learn something new. Might try something new. Might actually start loving myself a little bit first and foremost and stop, allowing people around me to disrespect me or talk to me like crap or call me names or use my weaknesses for their own gain and all that sort of stuff. No. Look away and focus on your own cup. Just get a couple more. Yep. I want to sing that song again. Dog days are over. Dog days are over. And I'm not going to go into this energy because this energy is too juicy. And if you're part of this collective, this is exactly what's possible for you right now. But people are going to come into their karmic debt as well. So there's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. There's going to be a lot of mental health concerns that people are going to start projecting. That's the other side of the duality. So just remember, everybody, if you're a light worker, if you have friends, family, anyone that's going to go through something, you can only help someone if they truly help themselves. So just use that and use your own discernment as to how much time, money, energy, sacrifice that you give them. Just remember that. Look, going back to that picture, if you check out my post, those light beams coming down, they're bringing peace. Some of you may get an apology. Some of you need to give a peace offering of some sort. We need to settle the dust. Whatever's coming in for you, the stars are lining up for you. I don't like fate and destiny because it puts like a concrete, this is it type energy onto it. But what's meant for you, what's for your highest good, what is actually in alignment with your karmic reward is coming in for you. It's coming in for you. Ace of Pentacles, abundance, the fates. What's coming in for you is meant for you. It's meant to come in and fulfill you for the next cycle of your life. So if you're settling at the moment for people, places, things, situations that are so unfulfilling, but you find it so difficult to detach from it or release out of fear, worry, or concern or lack or scarcity or whatever, learn the law of attraction first and foremost, but it's time for you to go into recovery mode. Get the help that you need. Get the help that you need. Yep, look, we are at a fork in the road right now. There's no doubt about that. But unless you take those lessons by the balls and apply it and get out of the problem and find a solution outside of yourself or within yourself, whatever you're able to do, you are going to get the answers that you need coming in, and we are coming into a time where we're going to be co-creating with others. We're going to be networking with new people. We're going to be collaborating with new people. And if it's not new, it could be new versions of other, like, can be the same people from the past, but they may have done the energy work. This is why you've got to use your discernment. Because they may have been karmic connections back then, but they may actually be divine now. So you've just got to be mindful of that. But anyway, you're coming into a time where it's going to happen probably in the next 2 weeks of August, the last 2 weeks of August. This energy is going to start picking up. It's kind of like you're going to start hanging around people that you're actually passionate about. It's like, yeah, we're going to the markets on the weekend. Oh, yeah, we're going over here. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this. Oh, yeah, we're working on this. Oh, you know, they just told me passion projects. So some of you may be coming into collaboration with others and doing some type of passion project. Something like that. Like, I'm like, woo, yeah. Oh, come back to your here and now, my loves. This new doorway is opening up for you, and as part of this new cycle, new life, you are birthing something right now. Are you birthing more of what you don't want? Or are you birthing the life that you do want? What are you doing? Oh, I really got to go. I really got to keep going because I've got a booking at 11. So I hope this is making sense to you guys. If you want to come back and watch the replay, please by all means do. If you could kindly just invest the energy by hitting the like button, hitting the like or hitting the share, that would be amazing. Oh, look at that. Look, it is a time for contemplation. Nothing's happening to you, it's happening for you. It's for your highest good. If you know what you don't want, guys, you know what it is that you do want. We need to shift our focus more towards what it is that we do want right now and focus there. Do the 369 method. Do the 369 method. Love everybody else where they are. Become really mindful. Become really mindful, really present. Try not to, once again, entangle yourself up in other people's problems or situations, no matter who they are, unless you can do it from a healthy space. But please stay optimistic, because the treasure that you're seeking is seeking you as well. And there's new friendships. There's new friendships coming in, new connections. You're going to co-create with others. What a wonderful time to be alive. Your only job right now is to stay optimistic. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself. Use your lineal time wisely here. Use it wisely. What you want you to. Don't try to figure out the specifics. The only time you want anything in this life, whether it's a person, a place, a holiday, no matter what it is, the only reason why you want it is because you're craving the feeling of it. It's your job right now, as a sovereign being that you are, to get a little bit more selfish. And that's not ego selfish. This is the better I feel, the better I can give to the community, the better my whole community is. The more that you do that, the more this is going to come in for you. And my stories, if you go back and watch all the other stories, it hasn't changed. And those who have had a private reading with me, you know the same thing. Your specific circumstance is yours, but... Oh, sorry, I went off on a tangent then, but like I said, the only time you want anything outside of yourself is because of the feeling of it. So your job right now in the linear time frame is to get into the feeling of it. I feel successful. I feel I can achieve anything. I've got out of this. I can do this again. I'm going to write a self-script and I'll post it later for you guys. But we got ask for what you want in the fairies. Ask for what you want. And then we got new career and we got holiday. I'm going on holiday soon. So, woo! Yeah. And like I say, I haven't even put a specific on the holiday yet, but I'm tapping in the feeling of it. You know, I'm walking around with a cocktail. I can feel the sand between my toes. I'm saying good day to the locals. I'm participating in community events. I'm living it like I have it already. People say to me, where are you going, Dan? I'm going, well, it could be here or here, but I'm not really sure yet. I just say spirit, surprise and delight me. I'll end up where I'm meant to be, but I'm going, and I can't wait. That's a real life example of how you use this passionate energy to draw in and call in. But if you're seeking more work related activities, different careers and stuff like that, that's coming in for you too. Not a bad card. Your only job right now is to ask for what you want. And it's going to come when you're aligned with it. Divine timing, perfect timing, whatever. Your job right now is to align your thoughts, your feelings, and your inspired action with your goals and your dreams and your desires that you're calling out for. And that's it. That's it. So I do hope that made sense for you all. I would love to pull some cards for you, but I can't today because I do have bookings. If you are overseas or you would like to catch me, if there's no availability on my website, head over to Psychic Australia TV and you can book in 10, 20, 30-minute increments over there and I can help you over there. All the numbers and everything that you need. My PIN is 9140. So, and don't forget Psychic TV Australia is live over on their Facebook page and on YouTube every Saturday night from 8 o'clock, Australian Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to jump on there, go and like those pages and stuff. You can ask a question and I've been on the last 2 weeks, but there's other psychics that you can go and ask your specific question too. So, yeah. I'm just going to try and catch up with some of these comments. I've been dreaming of my past lives. Told me it holds the key to unlock a new door for me. Thoughts? Absolutely. I had a dream 2 nights ago and I don't dream. BC, if you're still here. I had a dream the other night. I couldn't make hide a hair of it or whatever, but I believe it was a past life thing as well. But I Spirit just say we just bring it to your awareness to help you shift the energy in your energy. So learning about past lives and that is really good. But when it comes to energy work, there's no point in actually going there because all you have is now. You're a new being in this meat suit. So nobody's owes anyone anything. Let them power us to keep them in our thoughts. Absolutely, Shirley. You're on a roll today, babes. The best type of karma that anyone can experience is you doing the work to heal, to improve ourselves and our lives moving on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep, what I want wants me too. Absolutely. I am chosen. No worries, Georgie. Have a good day. Oh, you're very welcome. BC, thanks for being here. I think you're new. Your energy doesn't feel like I've crossed paths with you before. Hi, Bev. Bye, Bev. Oh, it's good to see you, Karina, if you're still here. Sure do, Johnny. Have spirits watching over you. Oh, back at you, Cynthia. So good to see you. Happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday, gorgeous. What have I done? Oh, you're welcome, Michelle. Oh, did you, kitty? I had a terrible one on Saturday night, but the next night it was like, okay, we've released that. Here's the juicy stuff. So yeah, I get what you're putting down there. Oh, well, welcome. All the content, BC, that I put on all my social media platforms. So you can join me on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever anyone wants to call it. And here is based on the current energy. So after this, and I'll finish my other daily work and stuff, I will put a self-script on and people can apply the processes that I share, or they can leave it alone, or you can just book in for a private sesh. Either which way. But everything I do is for you guys. You probably don't realize it, but I do have a look at all the comments and stuff like that. And if I feel there's a running trend in what people are saying, I will create a post about it. I did a post yesterday about you will always be the villain in someone's story, because when I was on the psychic lines on the weekend, a lot of people were still feeling really hurt and stuff by how I'm trying to say it without exposing individuals' things, but they're really upset that someone thinks bad of them because of something that happened or whatever. But I had to really soothe and comfort these people and say, hey, you didn't do anything wrong. You'll always be the villain in someone's story, especially if you don't play their game or go with their narrative, or you stick up for yourself, or you set a boundary or something. Like, everyone's going to be a villain in someone's story. I'm probably the villain in lots of people's stories, and there's probably lots of villains in my story. Not that I see anyone as villains, but... Oh, glad you had fun though, Kitty. So have a great week. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, everybody. Well, that's probably just you releasing that emotion, Johnny. Yeah. I had a dream that someone called me a collateral whore. And I woke up and I went, what? I think it was collateral or conquest or something like that. So I went, oh, well, it is what it is in your eyes. So anyway, guys, I've really got to go. I got like 4 minutes before I have to jump on the phone. So please know I love you all so much. I'll be back soon with more. If you do, honestly, hand on heart, want me to help you with anything, put it down below. I will create a post, do a live, or do something, because I'm here to be of service for you. I don't do this just for shits and gigs. All right. So from now on, we find ourselves, center ourselves, ground ourselves in our now, use our lineal time wisely, attach ourselves to nothing, focus on ourselves, and start calling in everything that and use spirit-led guidance to do that. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm going. I love you guys. Thanks for everything. Bye.